Well, out here on a little day hike action. You see, I'm going out here. It's easy to make your own tracks when there's so much open land everywhere. I wanted to see how the bogs boots would hold up. It's about 20 degrees out. It's not too cold. It's actually just right for bogging around here. Got a few videos I need to make today while I test some stuff out. So one thing is I'm going to look underneath this tree over here, see if I can scrounge up some dry tinder. Alright, well, one of the challenges I'm out here to do is the Dave Canterbury's last one he posted up. I didn't get a chance to get to Sarge's, but you know, one thing I do is I write all of them down, and especially when I was working so much in Seattle, I didn't have time to get to some of those challenges that a lot of those guys put out. So today the challenge is to start a fire with a ferro rod, boil some water, dump that water out. I'm going to make some hot chocolate because it's chilly out. Then you got to make char cloth. So we're going to actually see if I can make some natural char cloth around here and see what I can find. And then put out the fire, leave no trace, and then we need to go search for some rocks, which may be a little difficult in the snow here, finding different ones, but we're going to give it a go. There's an old television, or it looks like a monitor from a computer sitting over there. But we're going to get this fire going. Just processing down some juniper bark. I got a nice little base here, and then I'm making some smaller stuff to catch with the ferro. Now, a lot of folks say they don't like the partially serrated edges. I absolutely love them. I think because of the chisel grind, you get quicker fuzz sticks when you're in a hurry to get a fire going. For this, it's absolutely wonderful. I'm getting all this tiny little stuff. I get some bigger stuff pulling off here. And I do apologize, I don't have my tripod with me. I left it on my digital SLR. So I'm kicking myself. But I mean, really just giving shavings. I have a plastic bag, if you can't tell, that I just grabbed out of the truck. Help heat my dry tinder, and then I've got a change of pants if it gets too cold or wet, but right now I'm just wearing the jeans I left my house with. And the truck's only about a half mile back. So we're going to be getting that going, so let me get the fire started, get some of the snow melted, and I'll bring you back. Alright, so what I'm doing is it's a bunch of little wild grasses. Have a little bit of frost on them. We actually had a freezing fog just before. But there's some grasses here. And what I'm also going to do is pull off some of that pitch. Look for a little more pitch and get a little bird's nest going before we get this fire started. I tried lighting just the bark shavings and it didn't work. Really wish I had my mesh metal with me. But the mag block is all that's there, and I don't think I'm supposed to be able to use the magnesium for this challenge, so I'm not going to. Still filming good. Alright. I have to edit this down. That took about 5 minutes to get going. I'm going to put the camera down, get some more fuel on it, and Alright, we're still babying it. Got this little hollow in there. Try and dry some of this stuff out. That freezing fog really put a lot of surface moisture, even on the dead stuff. So we're gonna get this babied. I'll probably just reach for some snow with my cup, and I don't want to leave it. Make sure we get this thing going first. Also, this was all slushy till I broke it up, and that one has no ice crystals in it. So pretty impressed with the Arctic canteen. Still need to get the canteen cup that goes with that, then I can stop carrying the other one. But just put it in order for Rob at Canteen Shop. He's got a new stove stand to replace these flimsy ones. Very excited. It's a pre-order, so I don't think it'll ship till about December or so, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. We're going to get some more fuel just to have close by. Well, the snow's just a floating ice cube now. I get that temperature up, get that melted and boiled, and then got some hot cocoa. The tinder I'm going to try is just some lichen. I knocked the snow off. I'm going to pull that off there, and then I braided up some of that wild grass to see if it can have a little bit more structure. But we're going to throw that in the canteen cup, throw its lid on, and see if we can get some natural char off it. I'm going fancy today. We got Hershey's Bliss milk chocolate. Got it as a gift. Now if the natural tinder fails, I always have a handkerchief, of course, in my back pocket, but it's being used more as a nose rag today than anything else. Of course, got the old Expedition Kodiak today out on my adventure. Like I said, I'm only about a mile or so. Toes are a little cold, but I'm only wearing cotton socks. Again, I just kind of came from the house with jeans. I got stuff I can get to the truck, and actually I have wool socks in the Expedition, which I will prove to you. There we go. I got some warmer socks in there, but yeah, it's a good day. Good day. Oh, that feels good. Alright, we got our boil. I'm going to make my hot chocolate if this thing isn't hot enough. It's just right. A few dirty things in there. You know, it sure would be nice if I had a strainer on here. Say a stainless steel lid with a strainer. I don't know if you guys follow Rob at Canteen Shop, but the guys that do the lid for the canteen cup are coming up with a very cool system with a metal lid. I get tons of emails on this thing. You can see this used to be a sticker from Home Depot. This is 22 gauge steel. I just nipped it and rolled it with pliers. It's not pretty at all when you get up close. So let's get this back on there to get it dried out a little bit. Make sure there's no moisture left. I'll put my hot cocoa over in the snow, cool it off a little bit. And we're going to get our natural tinder going. Once we have our char, or natural char, we're going to load that up. We're going to put this fire out, leave no trace of where I was. That should be pretty easy here with the snow. And we're going to hike on out and find 3 rocks that I can pull sparks off of. And then we're going to stop and see, it's 4 o'clock now. See if I can get this done before I have to go home and make dinner. But yeah, 3 rocks that I can get sparks off of, and I need a spark on the natural char that I just made. It didn't have to be natural char, but that's what I'm deciding to do today. And after that, then get a fire going from that char. Basically, this is Dave Canterbury's next fire, and he speaks highly of this. You know, when you're always looking towards your next fire, being able to have a metal container to boil your water and to make your char cloth to make the next fire available. I'm using the canteen cup. I can't imagine using one of your clean canteens or something with a small opening in there because honestly, what I usually make my char cloth is the little Altoids can that I keep my stove in on the side of my canteen cup. That's why this is so black, and this is what I make my char cloth. Well, that's not part of the contest today, but that I can't imagine trying to clean that and getting that smoke smell out of some of those small opening clean canteens and stuff that some of you guys use. But to each his own, and that's what we're doing today. So let me get that put in there and put a lid on. Well, we're starting to get some smoke out of there, out of the corner, so that's promising. The only other natural char cloth I've ever made was using large gauge twine, natural twine, and that essentially is cheating because it's a man-made fiber, nature-made fiber that man turned into rope. And it's stinky, but I've used that before, and that makes a really nice char. The one I keep at home to make char cloth from is an old Carhartt, really heavy-duty denim. I use that. I like the way it holds up a little bit better, but we're gonna let this roll. All right, there's the leave no trace. Got the fire out, spread out, and a light dusting of snow. There's a few branches broke in the windstorm, so really can't tell the branches I took. Looks just like everything else, other than my footprint. Hopefully tonight, if we get a light dusting of snow before the freezing rain, that'll cover up my tracks. Well, I hope that answered some of your guys' questions. I thought I would get some of my channel page. Oh, there goes a hawk. And I wish this camera had zoom. My channel page questions that I get. A little insight into the beast. And I might have to make this challenge a 2-day challenge. I'm not going to find too many rocks over here, and we're starting to lose daylight. It is almost 4:30. Snows are doing pretty good. I haven't put on my other socks yet. When you stop, they get a little chilly, but if you're out hiking, it doesn't do too bad. But I think we're going to make this a multiple day thing, and I'm going to have to do the char fire at a different time, but I will see if I can find some rocks while I'm out here. But I do have to make dinner for the family. They're expecting me back. I mean, you work at a restaurant and suddenly your family thinks you got to make dinner all the time. I really don't mind. I like it. But I do have to get it done. And I don't see too many covered spots where there might be some rocks to harvest underneath. I got a big rock pile over here, so I might try and dig some of those. But I gotta find 3 different rocks. Well, as you can see, I'm the only truck out here. You know, it's hard to get lost when you've got footprints of where you're the only one out here hiking. I did want to show you this. More batteries for the camera. I'm not stuck with my electronic tether cord. I was having an issue with out hiking and in winter. Man, your batteries just are horrible in the winter. But I went and picked up these 4 from Amazon. They were 78 cents a piece, so we'll see how they turn out. And this one's actually a 1300 milliamp, so a little bit bigger, but it fits in there, which I'm surprised. So hopefully that one will last longer than my 2 Kodaks. So I think I've got 6 batteries now. 1, 2, 7 batteries. So hiking and filming shouldn't be an issue. Really no excuse. I also numbered them. Nothing fancy. numbers his, and I thought that would be a great idea, especially I've got 2 that are the actual Kodak brand. I have 4 of the same, and then that blue one which I just threw in the camera because that's why I'm over here. I'm keeping them in this little thing. This is my little journal. But I was going to tell you, I have all the challenges that I've either done or meant to do, like Sarge's Pathfinder challenge. I've got to do that. Here's the one we're doing today, which I'm going to split up into today and tomorrow. But I just write all the challenges down so I can come back to them. I'm going to try and do some of the challenges that Dave did before he started filming season 1. And now that I have more time here in the wonderful Oregon wilderness,